And back to the broader markets we go, and our market monitor, who says at this stage of what he describes as a tired bull market, investors should focus on companies with strong earnings growth. This is first time on the program. We promise to be gentle. Oliver Pursche, CEO of Bruderman Brothers. Welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Let's cut straight. You're one of these brave, active stock pickers. We've been talking about active versus passive, but here you are.
Yep.
Give us some stocks that are going to outperform the markets, beginning with BCE Media.
BCE, the old Canadian telecom. Think of it as the Verizon and AT&T of Canada. Right, solid footprint in the residential market, solid footprint in wireless, and now making great inroads in kind of the small middle market companies out there, so on the commercial side. And so there's tremendous growth outlook, solid dividend, great balance sheet. If you're looking to be defensive in a market that's likely to go sideways and face a correction over 8 years into the bull markets, this is a great core holding.
You also are looking at a defensive utility investment as well.
Yeah, again, strong balance sheet. What is going to win? So early cycle of interest rate hikes, utilities do very, very well. And so they do well from an earnings front. They have the power to raise their dividend if they have a strong balance sheet. PPL is an example of this. Again, it's about being defensive in this type of market. You know, you're 8.5 years in on economic growth that's going to be circa 2% or so. You've got to be a little bit more careful as an investor.
And another one that you could call defensive would be AbbVie, pharmaceutical.
Yeah, so AbbVie, it's a pharmaceutical biotech company, great product line, great research out of the company, lots of attractive things. It's a little bit more growth-oriented than the other two stocks that we mentioned, but certainly still within that overall space, somewhat conservative. Our approach at Bruderman is very simple. Given two companies that are alike and two investment choices that are alike, we're going to go with a more conservative approach each time.
Oliver, there's been so much optimism about this so-called Trump rally. What are the geopolitical realities now doing to that optimism?
Well, I think it's dampening a little bit. I think that what President Trump is finding out and what investors are finding out that we're very, very bullish about it after his election is that these things don't happen overnight. And just because you have a breath of fresh air, if you want to call it that, or somebody new in the White House, doesn't mean that he gets to do what he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it, and as quickly as he wants it. Hey, tax reform may still happen, right? There's certainly been a lot of things that have occurred in the last few months that many thought were going to take a lot longer. But it's still a long, drawn-out process. And the political reality, the greatest one, is that he's facing a very combative Democratic caucus, and that's going to slow things down further.
And a fractious Republican caucus as well.
Yeah, the infighting isn't helping.
Thanks very much, Oliver Pursche with Bruderman Brothers. Appreciate it.